Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film a plan with me for the week of the 15th through the 21st, and I have never been more excited to film a plan with me in my life. I have a really fun and special collab for you today featuring some of my favorite ladies on YouTube. Women who started off as just channels that I watched, and then women that I spoke to every now and again, and now I can truly say that these are some of my most wonderful mom friends. And yeah, we're gonna be taking over YouTube today. The moms take over YouTube, and this is a collab but with Viv from Viv Loves to Plan, Nikki from Nikki Plus 3, Megan from Soda Pop Studio, Jessica from Mrs. Mom Next Door, Leisha from the ADD Planner, as well as Nikki Carone. And we could not be more excited, you guys. It all started with me and Viv having a conversation about planning some type of collab. And we decided, why not do a Mother's Day collab and come up with some fun questions for us to answer, both mom related and planner related, and we'd put it up on Mother's Day. And then we decided, you know what, we watch so many fun mom planners on YouTube, let's just invite them all. And so we did, and everybody's contributed some fun questions that we're going to answer. And I'm just super duper excited about this plan with me, you guys. It's a great week. My husband finished his student teaching. We've got our staycation. It's my mother-in-law's birthday. I mean, it's just a super fun week. And yeah, so let's just jump into it. I will have everybody's channel linked down below, so you can go check them out. I'm sure you're subscribed to all these wonderful ladies anyway. If you're not, make sure that you subscribe. They're all fantastic. I love all their videos, and definitely check out these fun mom planner related Mother's Day plan with me's. So yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna be using another printable kit from Paper and Gumption, which is really funny. I was gonna use this kit from Willow Fields here, this kit here, and I still love this kit. I just decided that I wanted something more like vacation oriented. So I decided to go with this kit here. You guys have probably seen this clip art from Bloomsicle. It's just so incredibly beautiful, and you guys know I am a sucker for a printable kit. It's inexpensive. It was at my fingertips. I didn't have to wait for it, and I'm just obsessed. So it is again on matte paper. Here's our full boxes. This is Let's Get Lost in Paradise. We've got some half boxes here, sidebar stickers, weekend banner, and then functional deco, some more half boxes. I really decided finally on this kit because of this double box here. Like, I'm just obsessed. This is gonna be me, you guys, like floating it up in the pool, in the lazy river. The hotel that we're staying at has a lazy river. Cannot wait. Here's all our deco, and then we've got our glitter headers and some more washi, all our little things and headers. We've got our ombre checklist as well as our date covers, regular checklists, a whole bunch of fun boxes, a hydrate box, and then we've got all our washi. So these actually come on full sheets like this. So you print them like this. They come with the registration marks and the cut files. You print, cut, and then I just trimmed them down to make them a little bit easier to work with while I'm doing this plan with me. And then I've got some fun washi here. So this is from Recollections. These two here are from Simply Gilded. This is from Recollections as well. This is a Scotch washi that I got at Target. And then this is not Recollections, I'm sorry. These two here are from the Planner Society. And then I also have a Planner Society pen. This I believe is from the August kit from last year. And then I have this really adorable bow from K&Co. And please forgive me, I am struggling. I caught my kid's bug from last year, so I am just like vitamin C'ing it up. Been drinking tons of Emergency, trying so hard to just knock this thing right before it, you know, puts me on my butt for this staycation. And I also wanted to show you my new ring. I got a new ring for my anniversary. I think I told you guys that my husband was like being kind of secretive. He told me he didn't want to do anything until our anniversary, and I got a new ring. So I'm super duper excited. I just adore it. It's so perfect. And we talked about getting a new ring last year. Last year was our 10-year anniversary. This is our 11-year anniversary, but we had a lot of things come up last year. It just wasn't in the cards, and I think losing the diamond in my original ring was kind of like, I don't know, the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't know. So here's my new ring, and I am obsessed, and I don't have it yet. It's not fused together yet, so because he wanted to make sure that I liked it, so I still got to do that, but I am obsessed, you guys, like so obsessed. So moving along, that is enough about that. Let's just go ahead and jump right into these plans and these super fun questions. Okay, so I went ahead and printed out all of our questions. We each contribute a couple, and then I compiled them all into an email and sent them to everybody. So I pre-printed them, and I tried to like write a couple of like notes for myself so that I wouldn't be blabbering like a crazy human being while doing this, because they're really fun, and I want to make sure that I get them all. So let me make sure. I hope I didn't check that these cut right, so hopefully they did. So the first question actually is Megan's contribution, and she suggested that we kind of give you like a little brief introduction to our kiddos. So I have 5 kids. I think you guys know that by now, but I have 5 kiddos, and they my oldest is Michaela. She's 10, and she is the only girl. And then I have 4 boys in a row. Aiden is 8, and Ronan is about to be 5 in June. And then Griffin is 3. He just turned 3 in April, and you guys hear me talk about him all the time, my crazy toddler. And then I have Ryan, and Ryan's the baby, and he is 19 months. And you guys, like, I always knew I wanted a big family. My husband and I actually talked about having a big family like from the very beginning, like when we first met each other, which is so, it seems like not the most appropriate thing to talk about like on your first date, but we just knew that we wanted to have a big family, and so we weren't going to waste our time with somebody who wasn't interested in the same thing, because we both got out of relationships for that exact reason, because we were in relationships with people who weren't interested in either having a family at all or having a large family. So I'm actually an only child, believe it or not. I'm actually an only child, and I have I'm the only child of a single parent, so it's just me and my mom, and I just knew that I always wanted a big family, and she thought I was bananas, and now she like loves her grandkids like no other, so she's really thankful because she's only getting grandkids from me. So it worked out, and my husband has 2. He has a brother and a sister, an older brother and a sister. So, but his parents, he grew up with like all of his cousins and everything, you know, big old Irish Catholic family. So he definitely knew he wanted a big family. And so, you know, it worked for both of us. When I realized that here was this hot guy that wanted a big family, I was like, oh my gosh, I better snag him up while I can. So yeah, let's see here. And so Viv's questions, let's do hers next. Her first question is, and I'm putting on the date covers, you guys. I used my Tombow corrective tape to just white out the numbers here at the top, because the numbers in this Recollection planner are enormous. So yeah, and I'm just going to put my date covers down. So Viv says, what has been your favorite mom-related event to plan, and did you choose a specific kit? If so, which one? And I haven't actually done anything in my planner like for my kiddos yet, which is kind of crazy, but I've only been doing decorative planning since January 2016. So I'm new to the game, and I used to just like use stuff that I found at Michael's. Like I was never a big like sticker user, so I haven't had a chance to do any of that fun stuff yet. However, I do love to do giant parties for my kids. I shouldn't say giant parties, but I'm a big time party planner. I love it. And so I try really hard to do something fun and special for all the kids for their birthdays. And if you asked me to tell you my favorite, I couldn't decide. I think it's between two. One was I did a joint party for my two oldest. Their birthdays are 3 weeks apart. And so I threw them a big birthday party when they turned 5 and 3, and we did like a carnival theme, and we had like a fortune teller, and like we had this girl that did magic and balloons, and we had a popcorn maker, and we had like all these fun games, and you could win like a fish. It was so fun, you guys. That's like way over the top, you guys. I don't always throw parties like that. But that one was unbelievably fun, and that's probably my favorite party to plan. And then my other favorite party would be Griffin, my toddler. When he turned two, we did a wild thing party, like where the wild things are, because he's bananas, and I just felt like a wild thing is just what he is. So I loved that party too. I made like a log cake. Probably sounds crazy, but it was the coolest cake I've ever made, and it was so good. And I made like where the wild things are, those little monsters, like the little creatures, I made sugar cookies that look like that. It was just really fun. That was a really great party. So yeah, I just love to throw parties for my kiddos. It's super fun. Her next question is, do you let your child or children near your planner? If so, what do they say? No. My daughter, I've gotten her into planning. She's not as consistent, obviously, as I am. And she also has like a school planner that was given to her that she has to use. It's really ugly, and so she's not super ecstatic about it, but she loves to flip through my planner, and she loves to look at the stickers, and like if I give her stickers or washi, she's like so excited about it. So she's really the only one at this point that I let come anywhere near my planner. And that's probably really mean, but I'm just being honest. And right now, if you're curious what I'm doing, I'm just doing my washi banner for the weekend. Megan and Nikki from Nikki Plus 3 and Soda Pop Studio, they do this. And I actually got the idea from them because they do this on their weekends, and it's just so adorable. I love having it. I've been doing it now for, I don't know, there's probably almost 2 months, and I don't think I'll ever stop. I don't think I'll ever go back because I'm obsessed. It's my absolute favorite. So if you're curious what I was doing, that's what I'm doing. And now I'm just using some of the washi from the kit, which was actually a suggestion from Megan. I know that Nikki includes like flags and stuff in her kits, and I imagine that that is to do exactly this. But not all kits obviously include that, and so Megan suggested using like the washi from the kit to create some flags, and I'm really glad that she suggested that because I've been doing it now. I don't know if I did it last week or not. I've done it before, and I really, really like it. So thank you for that suggestion. Okay, so the next questions were my contribution, and I have a couple of fun like would you rather questions, like mom edition. My first mom edition would you rather question is, would you rather eat instant mac and cheese and chicken nuggets for the rest of your life, or have to feed your kid a 5-course meal every day? And I went back and forth, you guys, with my answer for this. Although I'm sure a lot of you were thinking like, you probably got an answer immediately in your mind. And I did too at the beginning. But I went back and forth with it because I really, really, really hate instant mac and cheese. Like, I hate it. I love mac and cheese, and don't get me wrong, I will eat some Kraft mac and cheese, but I hate instant mac and cheese, like the kind you put in the microwave. So I really do not think that I could eat that more than like twice, and like I'd have to be starving. So I think I would pick the 5-course meal. I know that sounds crazy, and I will probably regret it like 5 seconds after it started, but I do like to cook, and I feel like I would much rather cook big meals every day than have to do microwave mac and cheese every day, because it's just nasty. Would you rather clean the entire kitchen by yourself or give your kids a bath by yourself? My answer 1000% is to clean the kitchen by myself. And I actually, most nights, I do clean the kitchen by myself. We'll sit down and eat dinner, and then my husband will take the kids upstairs to go take a bath and like get ready for bed, and I will stay downstairs and clean the kitchen. And, you know, a lot of people are like, why are you cleaning when you cooked? When I don't always cook, my husband cooks too, but I would just so much rather do that than do the bath. And mostly because I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, I work part-time, but I'm mostly a stay-at-home mom. And so I'm with them all day long, and bath time gets hectic. And so I'd much rather my husband do that and give me a break. So that's my answer. I would much rather clean the entire kitchen by myself. And the last question is, would you rather your child rip an entire page out of your planner or scribble all over an entire week? So rip out one page or scribble over an entire week. And you guys, this is another one that I went back and forth with. I could not pick an answer. I could not decide. For the life of me, I could not decide. But obviously, the name of the game is would you rather, so you have to come up with one, and you got to pick the lesser of two evils, I guess. And I think I would rather my kid scribble on one of my pages. I know that sounds bananas, but I really do think that I'd rather them scribble on a page or scribble on a week, because at least it's still there. If they ripped out an entire page, then like my previous week would be missing a page as well. So I think I'd rather them scribble. But that was a really hard one for me to decide. The next set of questions are from Alicia from the ADD Planner. Hey girl, hey. And her questions are, the first one is a little bit deeper than the previous questions we have been answering. And her first question is, what is your scariest mommy moment? And I actually have quite a few scary mommy moments, believe it or not. I'm getting my stickers together here to do my sidebar. If you're like curious what in the world is she doing, I'm going to do my sidebar. So my scariest, I have two. I couldn't decide on one because I have two really scary mommy moments. My first one was when my oldest, my daughter, was 3 weeks old. She got RSV, and if you don't know what RSV is, it's like an upper respiratory, infection. Basically, it's a cold, it's a virus, and it's a cold that your child gets, but they can't like shake it as easily as us adults can. And she got the RSV. I didn't know she had it. I was a first-time mom, and I was really young, and I kept calling my pediatrician, asking him what I should do, that my kid was sick, and he was like, honestly, if she doesn't have a fever, like she's too little, there's no medication we can give her, there's nothing we can do. And I was like, he said, you know, just prop her up and suction out her nose and use like the saline spray. And so that's what I did, and she just wasn't getting any better. And then one day she was just super duper limp, and she just wanted to sleep all day long. And she didn't want to do anything. I couldn't wake her to nurse. Like, she was just not having it. And so I told my husband, like, I really need to take her in because I'm really worried she has like pneumonia or something. So I took her in to the doctor, and the second that the doctor saw her, he left, and then he came back, and he brought like oxygen with him. And he said, he was really calm, and he was like, I don't want you to panic, but I just want to let you know that we've called an ambulance, and they took her blood oxygen level, and it was at like 60%, I think. And that is really, really, really dangerously low. If you guys don't know anything about blood oxygen levels, like your doctors want your blood oxygen levels to be no less than 95%, and she was at 60. And I didn't even notice. My kids are really pale. She's really pale. She's a redhead, and her skin is really, really fair, and so she almost has like a blue tint to her sometimes. And I didn't notice, but he pointed out to me that like around her lips and her fingernails and stuff were actually turning blue because of the lack of oxygen. And he basically said to me in a very calm way that had I waited another day, she probably would have died in her sleep because she wasn't getting enough air. And she was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, and she was at the hospital for a little over a week on oxygen and tons of steroids and breathing treatments and all this craziness. It was terrible, you guys. It was so unbelievably frightening. And like looking back now, I realized like she almost died basically. So she's got some breathing issues now because of it. And I have to, anytime she gets sick, it does go to her chest. So we have to just keep an eye on her. And we have, we've got breathing treatment machines and all that stuff at home now to like, just make sure that she's okay. But that taught me very, very early on that you do not for a second guess yourself as their parent, because I was just listening to the doctor and I wasn't listening to like my mommy instinct. And I learned very, very, very quickly, like, you don't do that. You just don't question yourself. You don't, you just got to trust that you know what's up. And yes. Okay, what did I want to write here? Oh, my vitamins. I'm trying to up my immune system again, so I want to make sure I take my vitamins all next week. So that was one of my scariest moments. There's my sidebar, by the way. And my second scariest moment, and I won't get into this too deeply just because I probably will get like really emotional, but in between my second child and my third child, I had a pretty late loss. I was 18 weeks when I found out that I had lost a baby. And it turned out that the baby had a clot in the umbilical cord. We don't know what that baby was, if it was a girl, if it was a boy. We were actually going to be surprised with that baby. We were planning for a home birth, and something happened. We don't really know how it happened, but it did. And we now are very thankful, because if it wasn't for that, like, we would never know that I have a blood clotting disorder that requires that I take daily medication, and that I needed to take like injectables when I was pregnant. Like, we never would have known that if I hadn't had that loss. It's just too bad that like that had to happen. I don't know what your beliefs are, but my husband and I have very strong beliefs, and we believe that that was, a divine intervention to make sure that I was taking care of myself. I never would have known that I had this clotting disorder had that not happened. So that was my second scariest moment. Every pregnancy after that, I had to do these injections, and it was really intense. But you know what? I have healthy kids, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I am using these little handprint stickers from Nikki Plus 3. I'm sorry, no, these are from Aria's Daydream. And I'm using these to mark the days that Griffin goes to preschool. So let me just write this in. We'll see how I do with talking and answering these questions and planning. Hopefully I do okay. So anyways, moving along now to more happy conversations. Okay, so I actually moved those down because I was going to do more of like a plan as I go style, but because I've got staycation and I don't really have a ton of stuff that I need to plan after Wednesday, I'm just going to do like a a pre-plan, set. So I'm gonna put my full boxes up here at the top. Okay, so the next question from Leisha is what's one thing you miss about life before kids? And this answer came like so fast to me, you guys. It's not even funny. I miss a clean house. Like, I miss a clean freaking house so bad. My kids, and probably because I have so many and they're so little, but my kids are such like dirty, dirty creatures. And it's not just like, oh, they make a mess around your house. No, they like destroy your house. And it's dirty. Ugh, I'm just really missing a clean house. And I keep telling myself, like, one day you will have a clean house again. And everybody keeps saying, like, one day you'll have a clean house and you'll miss all the commotion and all this stuff. And while I agree, and I'm sure that is true, I think it's going to be a little while, after my kids are grown, because if you think about it, I have been doing this diapers and mess and like all this madness for 10 years, and I still have a bunch of years to go. So I'm sure that I will miss it. I just have a feeling it's going to be a little while before I do. So that is definitely the one thing I miss the most about being a person without children. Okay, really quickly, before I go on to the next question, let me figure out what I'm doing. So I know, where is that half box? Okay. I have this full box here too, which is another one of those ice creams, which is really cute. So let me see what I've got. I know I want to use the drink, and I really like this one. And I, of course, want to use, let's put this giant box. I don't even know if I want to call it double box. It's like 2.5. I don't know exactly what it is. And you gotta love my glorious cutting job that I did myself. Okay. Where do I want to put this? I kind of want to put it like here because this is our staycation days. Yeah, let's put it here. These are the days that like the majority of our staycation. And then Saturday, we're going to pick up the kids Saturday afternoon. So let's put this one here. I love these. These prints are just so pretty. I kind of feel like I'm wondering if I want to use like more full boxes down here, you guys. Is that like overload if I put more full boxes down there? Because honestly, I don't have anything else that I need to put in this planner. So let's just do that, because it's my planner and I can do what I want, right? So let's add this cocktail, this like coconut cocktail. And I also want to add this ice cream because I just think it's really pretty. And I love all the touches of the glitter. It's the prettiest ice cream I've ever seen. And let's pop this down here as well. Okay, perfect. And then I'm wondering if I want to add glitter headers to that, but we will figure that out later. So let's go back. That's really pretty. Let's pop in our glitter headers here, and I don't know what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to leave this blank for now, but I'm going to put them over here too. So moving along. Okay, the next question is Leisha's last question. Okay, this one had me cracking up. Okay, so it says the scenario. It's dinner, and you just heard that your favorite planner is on sale at your local craft store. Peanut butter and jelly for dinner and go get that planner with accessories, or cook a wholesome meal and pass on that amazing one-of-a-kind deal. And I didn't mean to use this one. And I think my answer came like far too quickly, and it's probably the same answer you guys have, but I was like, go get that planner, girl. Like, go get that planner. Because let's be real, like, your kid likes peanut butter and jelly. You feel like a bad mom because you're choosing a sale over staying home to cook a wholesome meal, but your kid loves peanut butter and jelly. So make that peanut butter and jelly, girl. Your kid doesn't care. that is my suggestion. If you feel differently and you feel like I'm a bad parent because of it, I'm sorry. But honestly, I don't think your kid would mind. I probably wouldn't do peanut butter and jelly. I'd probably get them like their favorite fast food or something, like as a little treat to butter them up and like bribe them. But again, that's because I'm a bad parent. So yeah, I'm saying go get that planner. And I'm just placing glitter headers down now. If you're curious what I'm doing, I'm just putting down glitter headers wherever I think they should go. At this point, it's kind of just to add a little sparkle and decor. And let's open this bad boy up and see how we're doing so far. It looks really pretty. I'm loving all these full boxes. Like, I love this double box so much. I'm thinking I'm just going to put in some more, I feel like I'll add some more of these glitter headers here. And I'm just gonna pop in a half box for each of these days, I think, because we're not really gonna be doing a whole lot these days. Well, that's a lie. We're gonna be doing, we actually have a lot of plans, but nothing that I really need to put in the planner. So let me just put in a half box for each of these days. Let's use this really great one here with the, oh gosh, did I cut this one? I cut like terribly. It's this paper, you guys. This again is like Avery sticker paper that I got on Amazon. I actually think I got it on Prime now because I was like, I need better sticker paper now, other than that crazy photo sticker paper that I had before. And let's use this one. Okay, and we'll come back and fill that in a little bit, but I just want to put those there. So it's done. I need to move this glitter header over. And we will go on to the next set of questions. Let me just pop this down. Oh, what did I do? There's like, what is that? The good thing about this sticker paper is that it's very removable. So there we go, which is good because I just keep putting all these stickers down, all kinds of crazy crooked. So there's that. Let's go back to the beginning of the week. Let's go back to Monday, and let's also look at our new next set of questions. The next set of questions is from Nikki Carone, and I hope I'm saying your last name right, Nikki. That's how I would say it, but if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. Her first question is or are your children named after someone special? Elaborate. And my kids are not named after someone special because I'm a terrible parent, and I don't have like anybody super duper special in my life. That's a lie. I do have super special people in my life. That sounds terrible. Let me rephrase that. I have very special people in my life, but there's not like a name that sticks out to me. So my daughter is named Michaela, and we got that name, my husband actually picked it, and his confirmation name, his Catholic confirmation name is Michael. So it is the female version of Michael. And so there's that. And then my oldest son is named Aiden because we couldn't pick any other name that we liked. And then Ronan, we actually picked his name out of like a name book, an Irish name book, and I just wanted a name that wasn't one that you saw before. And I remember asking his pediatrician in the hospital if he had ever seen that name before, and he said no, and I was like, done and done, that's his name, because our previous son, Aiden, like everybody was named Aiden the year that he was born. So the first time I took him to Disneyland, I remember calling his name in Mickey's house, and all these kids were turning around because they thought I was talking to them. I was like, oh man. So yes, when my pediatrician said he didn't have, and he's a very common pediatrician in Vegas, when he said he didn't have any kids with that name, I was like, done and done and done. Write it down. That's the kid's name. And then Griffin, again, we picked his name from an Irish baby book. And then his middle name is Joseph, which is my husband's middle name, my father-in-law's middle name, and my brother-in-law's middle name? No. But it's my brother-in-law's oldest son's name. So that's like the best like family name that we could get to. So, so that is, and then Ryan, his name is actually really special. He's not named after anybody in particular, but his name is actually spelled R-I-A-N, and it's in the Irish language, in the Celtic language, you actually pronounce it Rian, and it means king. And we actually named him, his middle name is David, which is my grandfather, and we named him King David because he is the youngest of all the brothers. And if you are, if you know anything about the Bible and King David, he was the youngest of all the brothers, and he was the shepherd, and like, he wasn't the strong one, and nobody believed that he was the right one to be king, but he was the one that was selected. And he, if you know the story of David and Goliath, like, he slayed the giant. So anyway, I just felt like because he was the baby of all the brothers, I felt like it was an appropriate name. So that is it. That is all of their names and the reasoning behind them. Really quickly, I'm going to start adding things in day to day, and I will write on the screen in post editing who the stickers are by. But I pulled a bunch of my Planner Junkie stickers that I want to use this week because I feel like the colors are really fun and they really go. But because I'm going to be answering all these questions and stuff, I probably won't be telling you what each individual sticker is or who it's from. So I'll make sure that I put on the screen like who the sticker is by. So if you guys are curious. And I'm writing in Monday. Monday I have to work, and Danny is home this whole week. So I wanted to put that in. I'm actually going to put that in down here. Okay. Moving along. I think I'm going to use some of this fun washi too. So the next question from Nikki is, what is the most, I love this question so much. What is the most wine-inducing thing your kids do? She said that she wasn't sure if it was appropriate, but to me, it is like more appropriate probably than it should be. Because I love wine and my kids make me bananas. I love them to pieces. They are the best thing that ever happened to me. But holy cow, these kids are crazy. And there's always something, and they're always fighting, and like, so I would say that the most wine-inducing thing that they do is fight, because they fight all the time, especially because I have 4 boys. They're constantly wrestling and just being crazy, just crazy. They're just crazy. I don't think there's any other word I can use for it. So that I definitely would say is the most wine-inducing things that my kids do. And then my daughter, now that she is 10, she is insanely sassy, you guys, like insanely sassy. So I would have to say that her attitude is definitely a contributing factor to my wine addiction. I don't really have an addiction, you guys. I'm just kidding. Like, please do not go like, I don't know, start giving me ideas of how to kick my addiction. I really am not like addicted. I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm going to use this cute little banner from the Planner Junkie to just kind of design. My husband took this week off. He's done with student teaching this week, and so he decided to just take some time off before going back to the spa for this summer. And then what else did I want to write in this day? I thought I need to work. So I'm going to use my Glitter Try Work stickers. I'm only working 2 days, so let me actually just go ahead and write that in, because then it's done. Nikki's last question is, what is the best moment you have had with your children so far? And this is actually going to be really, really mean because it only includes 2 of my kids. But at the time, it included all of my children because those are the only 2 that I had. And it's a surprise trip that we took to Disneyland several years ago for, what was it? For Christmas Eve, I think we went, or the day before Christmas Eve or something like that. We were going to California to visit family, and so we decided to do a little surprise trip, and it was so fun and just such a blast. And they were just old enough to like start enjoying the rides and get on the big stuff. And you guys, it was so much fun. Like, I can't even, I don't know. Those are the best words I can use for it. We just had the best time. And it was like the first time my kids rode like Space Mountain. And I grew up in Southern California, so I went to Disneyland all the time. It was such a, hold on, I'm writing it. It's the Dancing with the Stars semi-finale on Monday. I'm so excited. But anyway, Disneyland was such a huge part of my life growing up that I just loved that we got to share that moment with the kids. So moving along. Tuesday, I thought I pulled something for this. Oh yes, I did, popsicles. It's Ronan's water day at school, and we are bringing in, I'm responsible for bringing in popsicles. So let me just write this in. Oh, my pen's not working. Oh no. Did my pen just go out? No. Okay. Just gonna write in that it's his water day. And I'm going to make a little arrow to that's a terrible arrow. That is so ugly. Like, I can't even deal with how ugly all this is. Okay, hold on. I thought I would be creative and cute, like Jenny from Stick With Me Shop. She always does like cute little arrows, and that was terrible, you guys. So we're just gonna fix that. And then Jessica from Mrs. Mom Next Door, she contributed questions as well. So let me find a sticker really quickly to cover up my hot mess here. And then I will answer this question. So I'm going to use this little like label. There we go. And I probably should have done it the other direction, but whatever. I'm going to put this popsicle there. And I'm just going to write in that it's Rose Water Day. And I need to bring, let me write this in. How do you spell popsicle? Is it pops? It's an S, right? Popsicle, right? Is that right? I don't know. Okay. What else did I have that I wanted to do this day? Oh, I have to remember, I have to get his red shirt for Water Day. And his swim trunks. Okay, that's easy though. This is at 2:30 to 3:30. And the cool thing is my husband's off, so he gets to go. And then in the evening, I just want to work on orders like all night long. So I'm just going to write down here that I just need to work on like tons and tons of orders. And I think I wanted to just use a little coffee sticker from one of these sheets. And I think I'm going to use this one here. It looks actually more like boba, but whatever. I'm going to use it for coffee because my planner and I can do what I want. Okay, so let's look at Jessica's questions. Her first question is, in 3 words, explain what it means to be a mother. And this question, like, she's so cute. This is so good and so serious and such a great question. My 3 words that I wrote down is selfless, flexible, and humor, which those are not adjectives that match, but whatever. But those are true to me because I feel like obviously you have to be selfless to be a mom, right? Because you have to put somebody else before you. Sorry guys, I'm looking for this half box that I thought I had. So definitely you got to be selfless. And then flexible. So we think we know like what's going to happen in our kids' lives. Like we think that we can plan everything and like that we can teach our kids a certain way of doing something and they're going to do it. And like, you know, we all have a list of what our children will never do and what we'll never do as parents. And then we become parents and you realize that like all of that has to go out the window and you can't even like plan like kid to kid because each kid is different. Okay, sorry. So my camera got full. I had to go remove a bunch of stuff from it. So I'm back. And yeah, what was I putting? I don't even remember what I was writing here. Oh, what was I writing? Okay, so I need to pack. Oh, that's what I want to put. Okay. So there's this cute little like bralette right here, which you guys, I'm not going to be wearing because I'm a mama and I got lots of kids, and I'm not one of those hot mamas. So let's see, pack the kids and us. Okay. And then what else did I want to write in this day? What did I need to remember? I just need to work on orders, like literally this whole day. So let's see if I have, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use one of my little Mom Boss stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. Because I just need to make sure that I'm all caught up on orders before we head out on vacation. And then I will fill in my to-do list the day of. So, okay, so I think I was leaving off with Jessica's question about the 3 words to explain motherhood, and I was talking about flexibility, selflessness, and then my last one is humor, because you guys, you have to have a sense of humor as a mom. Like, that was something I learned really early on, because if you don't have a sense of humor as a mom, you're going to take everything way too seriously, especially when you have boys, because boys are crazy, and you have to just be able to laugh it off. Her next question is, what is your biggest tip for balancing life with kids? And I feel like I am not a good one for this, you guys, because I feel like I don't know like how to balance life with kids. I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out. So I don't know that I have a good answer for that. By the way, Thursday, we're going to be hanging out at the pool the whole day. Like I said, our pool has a lazy river. It has our pool. Our hotel, we own timeshare through Wyndham Worldmark. So we're going to be staying down on the strip in our timeshare, and we are going to be staying at a place that has like a whole bunch of different pools and all this fun stuff. So we're going to be doing that all day, and then we're also going to be headed to the spa. So we set ourselves up with some massages, and I could not be more excited, you guys. I'm trying to see if there's any other fun like stickers to use. So yeah, so we're just going to be kicking it by the pool and hanging out. There's this really cute one that says sunshine. I want to use this as well. And then in the evening, I think we're going to try to go to the movies, which we don't really get to do very often. So because, you know, we got a bunch of kids, and we're going to go, I think we're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. We're big Guardians of the Galaxy fans. So I think I'll put this down here. And Guardians of the Galaxy. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. And we're definitely going to go to one of those that has like cocktails, you know, where you can like have a drink. So let me see if I can find, there's got to be like a cocktail in here, right? Oh, that's the other thing I need to put on Thursday. That's my mother-in-law's birthday. I cannot forget that. Trying to see. I don't see a cocktail. I don't see it. Okay. So that's okay. Not the end of the world. But let me put in that it's my mother-in-law's birthday, because that would be terrible if I forgot. And I won't forget. I just want to make sure that like we remember to call. So I'm going to put this down here. And let's use a sticker from the Planner Junkie. I know there's like really cute like little cakes and all that fun stuff. So there's this really cute little cake down here. It's got the little flowers on it. It's like a little rainbow cake. It's so cute. And I'm just going to write in Mimi's birthday. Perfect. And this seems crooked, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay. So my tips for balancing a life with kids is to always make time for yourself, which is really hard, but you got to try. And then the other thing is to schedule time like with your kids, like playtime where you're not doing anything else but hanging out with your kids. I know that sounds like, well, duh, I don't need to put that in my schedule because I'm going to hang out with my kids every day, which yes, you are going to hang out with your kids every day, but just make sure that you are making an effort every day to not just be present with them, but like play with them. Because I know that sounds so simple and easy, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's easy to like be around, but it's not. Like get on the floor and play blocks and go to the park and play chase and like do that kind of stuff. Like schedule in playtime where you're not working or, you know, going to baseball games or whatever else. You know what I mean? Like just make sure that you have time with each other, with your kids. So anyway, on Friday, we're going to be hanging out at the pool all day. And then Friday night, we're going to go down on the strip, which I'm super excited for because we are going to go play tourists, which we never, ever, ever do. So, and Becky and Ray, our BFFs, are going to come out with us. So let's see what I can find, something fun for that. I love this little Vespa. I feel like I should use a Vespa, but we're not going to be doing that. Let me see. While I'm looking, let me answer the next question. The next question is, if your child has a booger, will you pick it in public? Yes, I will, because boogies drive me nuts. And if you have a boogie, I'm going to take it out. And I have done it. I will do it. Kind of gross. And I'm sorry if that like grossed any of you out. But yes, I will 100% pick your bugs because I hate boogies. So I'm thinking I want to use just, I don't know, like I really like this heart. And then I was thinking maybe I would just pull in like a piece of, maybe I'll use this like cute little like makeup brush, which is really funny because it's like a heart. So let's just put this down here like this. And I'm going to just put in downtown because I don't know where we're going. Well, we're going to go downtown. Okay. And then the last set of questions are from Nikki Plus 3. And her first question is, name one thing you've gained since being a mom. And that's weight. Which I know is probably a terrible answer, and the other moms are probably going to have such really sweet, like really nice answers, and my answer is terrible, but it's true, you guys. I've gained so much weight since becoming a mom, and between all of these pregnancies and like the daily stress, I really, really, really have got to work on getting that under control. So that's going to be a big major goal of mine here soon. But yeah, it's definitely going to be weight. Is definitely one thing that I have gained since being a mom. And then the other question, her last question is, name 3 words for each child. So I would have to say that for Michaela, her 3 words, it's going to take me a minute, guys, because I have a bunch of kids. So her 3 words, I think, would be goofy. She's super duper silly. Outgoing. She's very, very, very much an extrovert like her parents, and affectionate. She's very, very lovey. All my kids are really affectionate, but we're very touchy-feely, emotional, like hug on everybody, kiss you until you're, you know, until I'm gone kind of family. So that would be Michaela. For Aiden, I would say he's very considerate. He's very like thoughtful about thinking about other people. I'm going to use this little time clock because we're going to go get the kids on Saturday. Yes. And he is silly. And he's like silly in a different way. My daughter's funny, like she like does funny voices and makes funny faces, and Aiden is silly like in a different way. Like he's more like slapstick silly, like throw yourself on the floor and like that kind of fun stuff. So I feel like that's more him. And then he's also a big time daddy's boy, like big time daddy's boy. And for Ronan, I would call him, the words I use for him are smart, snuggly, and sweet. The 3 S's. He's extremely smart. He is extremely, extremely snuggly. He could sit in my lap, I think, all day, every day. And he is, he's very sweet. He has his moments and his tantrums, but he is extremely sweet. Anybody that knows him, that's like the #1 thing that they say all the time is, oh, Ronan is just so sweet. And I'm just using like fun stickers at this point because I really, really love these. So I'm just pulling in like colorful stickers and fun stuff. So yeah, it's nothing like specific. And then for Griffin, I would say curious, vibrant, and very loving. He is extremely curious, like he's into everything. He's vibrant because he's like so full of life, and loving. He's one that will just randomly walk up to you and like give you a kiss or a hug and just tell you how pretty you are and how much he loves you. It's actually really sweet. So the camera cut off, but the 3 words I used for Ryan are funny. He's super funny. Mama's boy, which is 2, but whatever. I'm counting it as 1. And super cute because he's just a wee little lad. And then for Sunday, the stickers I put down was this cute little coffee, again, from the Planner Junkies, Junkie sampler for church. And then I used these cute shorts for laundry, and that's my attempt at lettering. Oh my God, it's so sad. And that is it, you guys. That's all the questions. I can't believe I got through them all. I was really worried that I was not going to get through them all, but I did. I'm really shocked. And I really like the way that this turned out. It's really pretty. Let me just go ahead and put this up here. I like the little touch of the black with all the bright colors. And this was super fun. Make sure that you check out the other ladies' videos. I'll have them linked in the description box below. Check them all out. This should be super fun. Moms take over YouTube. And if you are a mom, happy Mother's Day to you. You have one of the most important jobs in the entire world. If you are not a mom, but you have a mom, make sure you give her a big hug and a kiss and tell her thank you for all that she does. If you aren't a mom, you don't have a mom, make sure that you tell whoever it was that played that role in your life that you love them and you cherish them and thank you for everything they've done for you. I know for me on Father's Day, I grew up with just me and my mom, and so Father's Day comes around and I make sure that I give my mom a Father's Day card every year, and I just remind her and tell her thank you and let her know how much she means to me and what an amazing person she was to have to play both roles. So if that's you, but in a reversed role, maybe that's something you want to do for your father if he raised you without a mom, or, you know, just whoever it is in your life that played that role, that filled that spot for you. It doesn't have to be somebody who holds the title of mom. It can just be somebody who stepped in and played that role for you. So I just hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.